We're up.
Oh.
And insert.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up,
How's it going?
everybody? It's your boy, the most flaccid celery, back with an interview for once. It's been a while since I've done one of these. With me today, currently, and we have three of the members of Saved by Skarlet. In Dallin is to that direction. Below me, we have Nate, and down in that direction is Matt. Three of the four members of Saved by Skarlet. As you can see in the top corner somewhere, I don't know which direction it's going to show up on my screen. It's all inverted. It's weird. There is a text box that says "Times Alex says because apparently the other member of the band, the rhythm guitarist Alex, says a lot, and we're taking bets on how many times he's going to say So far, Matt has said 50. I don't think anybody else has weighed in. We're gonna find out at the end of the interview, I guess.
My vote's on 20.
Nate's on 20.
Well, 35 then. I'll cut the difference.
All right.
It's a deal, gentlemen. It's a deal.
All right. I just real quick gotta finish throwing in the three places I'm worried about throwing it. There we are. Cool. The link has been sent in the Saved by Skarlet Discord in both places you told me to send it, plus in my Discord. So we're good.
Thank you. And is it only on Twitch? Just so I have an idea.
Yeah, it's just right now. I'm just streaming to Twitch. It will be then posted later on to YouTube. I don't stream to multiple places because I have to spend money to be able to do that with Streamlabs, and I am poor.
All right. Well,
No problem.
we're glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys here. It's awesome. Looking forward to getting to ask more generalized questions because I went back and watched the interview yesterday from the previous time I interviewed. It was just Nate and Matt then, and I specifically talked about Black Knight with you guys the entire time. There was no generalized questions whatsoever. It was all about Black Knight. Since then, you guys have played multiple shows. You guys have released a full EP, which I reacted to on my VODs channel. Hey, what's up, Hit? Hit? Welcome on in.
Yo, is
Appreciate
that
you stopping
Hayden?
in. That's Mary, it says.
Oh, okay.
Mary! What's up, Mary?
Buy my shirt.
That
Okay.
was actually pretty funny, man.
This is great. This is absolutely amazing. We're gonna
Oh my
snooze the ad break for 5 minutes because I do have ads play every so often. Like I think it's like a minute and a half every 30 minutes. Ads play. It helps with the revenue.
That's funny.
Gotta
We
make
know
them
the deal, bro.
I gotta make them dollar bills that I then proceed to donate to charity or people in need.
That's awesome, man. We're so glad that you do that.
That's
Anyways,
awesome, bro.
yeah, no, I don't keep any money for my stream as a matter of principle. I'd rather help people than profit.
That's awesome. Hey, all in favor of Nate muting his camera, say aye.
I'm trying to get this.
So,
Nate, it literally sounds like we're drowning underwater.
we're having issues
Actually,
here.
I was trying to charge it, but it's not working.
Whoever said Mary by my shirt, they asked if they're talking about the one that you're currently wearing.
You don't want that.
Depends. What's the offer?
All right. So now that we've got the absolute unhinged mayhem portion out of the way,
Oh, no, we have not, good sir.
you're right. We're just beginning.
Yet to come.
The unhinged is still to come further, but it'll also come while during questions at this point now.
It
Corey,
happened
say hi to the
appropriately.
interviewer.
Is that Tori?
Yo. I heard the A and the waving of the person with the dog. That's great.
She's a fellow musician. She's an artist as well.
Offering chips to the camera? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling, he's trying to get you to take a chip.
Take the chip. Gosh dang it. Down.
Eat the chip. I need at least 3.
Yeah, you gotta respect Dallin there, man. He needs at least 3.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. That's right, Antonio. So hey, we're gonna put aside all of our joking and let you take it away, Antonio.
Sounds good. Also, hello, Lyric. Welcome in. Welcome in. So,
Yo.
the,
Uh,
the first question I really want to ask, because I only specifically asked about Black Knight recording and writing and stuff before, when it comes to the writing of the songs, is there a way that is more common, or do you just kind of go with the feeling when you guys are writing your songs?
Ooh, definitely a multi-step process. Typically the writing is done by my brother and I. I've I tend to do about probably 65%, and then Matt does about the remaining. Oh God, math 35. And
I don't really do the drums portion though, so I kind of feel like that's you and Dallin.
yeah, the drums portion is usually Dallin now, and originally before we had Dallin, I did the drum portions because oh
You gotta let the dude under the username the Viking Drummer have his way on the kick, guys. Like, let's be
That's
honest.
right.
Dallin is amazing because he knows where to put in cool fancy stuff. It's not just like bleh, bleh.
Because I'm originally a classical musician, so
Yeah.
a lot of my background is how do you make everybody else sound as good as possible? So
He doesn't just go in with the triple, quadruple, kick like at like 64 notes a second. He
nope.
he he makes it sound good for everyone, and he still knows how to make himself sound good.
Yes,
Well,
because he doesn't overkill it. He's very like we're talking
Tech-
like he's not even here. Dallin
Alan's a
Dallin
technical drummer.
uses he executes those fills with precision, and that it's not just carelessly thrown in to buy time. He puts it in places where it needs to be and where the song is calling it to be able to bring listeners to evoke that emotion from listeners, like, oh, something's happening, there's a build coming, and then there's fast picking and pick screaming. You know what I mean? Like he's knows how to do that very well, and that's one thing I really appreciate about Dallin. But for me, I mainly just do guitars, bass, and post production. Dallin and Nate do the drums, the vocals, stuff of that nature.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is awesome. It's a lot of fun to hear that, and I guess kind of what I was asking is like when it comes to like the brainstorming and the building of the song, is there like a way you typically start building it? Like, is it more,
Oh yeah, like a format. Yeah,
yeah,
actually,
like a
definitely.
format you typically follow as opposed to like do you start with like lyrics? Do you start with guitar work? Like, how do you typically build your songs? Because I know you said with Black Knight specifically in the previous interview that it was one of the first times you guys have built guitar first.
Yes. Yeah, so as I was starting to say before, although the drums are amazing and important, typically until recently, because don't forget, Dallin just joined us somewhat recently, and
2 years.
had actually been he joined. We were already in the process of writing things like Black Knight, and we were in the process of finishing the EP for Creation and Crisis, which he got to be there for the finalization part of it, which was awesome, and he killed it. But typically, the way that I personally will start is so first, what I'll do is I will either already have a melody that I've been working with and starting to get an idea of like how to put lyrics to that melody. Start with a chorus, and then like uh, what's the Creation and Crisis, and then build off of that chorus that I already know. Okay, this is what I really like. This is the key that it's in. How can we get everything else to build around it? Right, because the chorus is the hook.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
have a strong hook, you can kind of build around that, and then you can start figuring out how do we get from point A to point B, which is where usually I'll talk to the band and stuff. I'll share my ideas, and by the way, vice versa. If Dallin has anything about the drums that he wants to do, he shares with us. If Alex has anything with guitar that he wants to do with Matt, which they did for Black Knight, which was huge because that was actually out of the ordinary. They actually came up with all the guitar, and then we kind of worked from the very beginning of the song upwards. which is not usually the case. But it worked out amazing. And to this day, Black Knight is our top pick. So.
Oh yeah, Black Knight was such a fun song, and I still will sometimes just go sit down like in my free time and just put on Black Knight and just kind of vibe. It's a great song.
That's sick.
Definitely enjoyed the song a lot. I really enjoyed the whole EP too. Like, Compass of Guiding Light is goated. I said what I said.
Yes, it is such a good song.
It's the Pit song. I love it.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of Pit songs, do you have more songs that you would like to see Pits formed to? Or is it just kind of whatever happens when it comes to, like, the Pits?
No, we have a good idea. I think we have a good idea.
Listen, why don't we let see what Dallin thinks are our Pit songs?
I would like to hear his opinion. He hasn't weighed in a whole lot yet.
About like what? Which songs we should put Pits in?
Which songs do you think are better for Pit songs? Which songs would you like to see more Pits happen to, kind of thing?
So yeah, Compass, 100%. That's a Pit song. The whole song.
The whole song is nothing but Pit, and it's amazing.
The whole song.
It really is.
If we're thinking about just the EP, Creation and Crisis kind of is a good one because the beginning riff, the do thing going, that's a punch the demons kind of song. You see the guys in the pit that are always flailing their arms, and the breakdown, the odd time signature section, like 100%. Those, yeah, I want to see bodies flying in a very safe, wholesome manner.
I mean, so what I'm hearing is you don't want to see what happened at the impending Doom pit at Uprise 2 years ago. The impending Doom pit 2 years ago at Uprise, we hospitalized 2 people on accident.
Dude, are you serious?
Dude, imagine
2 people.
That was during daylight, and that was early in the day. This year, they're going to be the co-headliner, bro. That's going to be
That's going to be wild. And the Demon Hunter pits, I'm surprised in the Demon Hunter pits that I helped start because I was like, yes, Demon Hunter, let's pit. Like, I'm amazed we didn't hospitalize anybody to Demon Hunter, but we hospitalized people in, like, the early afternoon to Impending Doom. That's what threw me.
I was once in a Slaughter to Prevail pit. That was probably the most wild thing I've ever been part of. Slaughter to Prevail, like, it's intense music, but as far as seeing them live and like just that whole vibe, dude. Ooh.
I have a friend who's like one of my best friends. He's basically my brother at this point. He lives in Finland, right? All you need to know about Finnish people is by default they hate Russia and all things Russian. That is like the entire personality of the nation is we don't like Russia. So I showed him Slaughter to Prevail. I specifically showed him Demolisher.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude was like, okay, I think I can be okay with some Russians. You know, probably the craziest pit I've been into to date, though, and it sucks because it was a smaller pit. Just Friday when I was at a concert with Of Virtue and Dead by April. Of Virtue's Pit for Anxiety went hard.
I bet.
There was only one person in that pit bigger than I was, and me and him we crowd challenged each other the entire time. Everyone around us was scared, and it was amazing.
Dude, that's awesome, Antonio. Dude, how was Dead by April? They're actually a huge, I'm a huge fan.
They were amazing. They absolutely killed it. I was trying to save myself for Swarm Mode, which was like their third to last song that they played.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I want to do this. And then they didn't open a pit for Swarm Mode. Yeah, they're Swedish. And this is the first time they have ever toured in North America.
Yeah, I want to go.
And I never noticed that. I never knew that until recently when they're like, yeah, this is the first time we've toured in America. And, you know, one of the things that every musician in our country uses as a metric to determine success is, can you tour in America?
Oh wow.
It is America's where the music's at.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh yeah. And continuing on with that, well, America's where the music is at. Can I add people to this call because I am a little confused right now. Because it's you said Alex was joining at 7:15.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the button to call just Alex since he's not in here now.
Dude up. I'm gonna
Sounds good.
He's slacking.
All right, sounds good.
All right, we got
let's
Alex in now, guys.
Yeah.
It's
There
time
it
for the
is. What's
counter to
up?
be made use of. What's up, everybody? At the very bottom of my screen is Alex, the rhythm guitarist. We already have talked to Dallin. He's this way. We've talked to Nate. We've talked to Matt. We haven't talked to Alex yet. So, Alex, we were just discussing pit songs. What do you think is the best pit song outside of Compass of Guiding Light that you guys have out so far?
That's fun.
Because Compass is a really good one. That's kind of hard to top.
Yeah.
I mean, that actually is pretty hard. Black Knight has moments where it can really seriously go.
The bridge, dude. Oh.
And then you have that's tough. No, what a really good one is Lie of the Pharisees has some really good ones.
That does have some solid spots. I will say that much.
Absolutely.
The long
The
break.
vocal tracks in that. I was sitting. So I actually do a lot of the backup for that, and that was actually a good time. That was my first time in the booth, and man, I just remember going through because me and Nate ended up going through the vocals and everything, and it was just. I'm actually shocked on how great my vocals came out, how great Nate's vocals came out in it.
Yeah,
And overall,
Yeah,
the
you
whole
guys did
time-
great.
Oh, that Lie of the Pharisees was killer. I wish I had thought of doing the the blind reactions to music that I am given permission to play on stream when a new song releases before your EP dropped. Because I had already reacted on my stream live without recording it and posting it to Lie of the Pharisees at that point. Lie of the Pharisees was such a fun song too. Honest.
Oh man, it's fun to play. It's fun vocally. We've had nothing but positive feedback on this whole E EP.
Actually, yeah, that's a good
was
point. I
absolutely
really haven't heard much negative feedback at all.
Not at all. Nope.
Yeah.
Rock solid, dude. Audio.
So me and Dallin are constantly are having a competition right now with beards and seeing how long we can grow this thing out for.
And then, of course, I had to trim it up because of issues, and it's like, well, I'll just have to shave it in your sleep, where we'll be in Pennsylvania, so knock you out, buzz it off.
It's a shame that I can't make it to Uprise this year because I'm going to a wedding.
I know. Oh,
What?
man. I miss, bro. I miss you were going.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bring the wedding to Uprise. They can mosh. You may kiss the bride.
Okay, I wish I had that kind of sway over her dad, or I would 1,000% try to get them to get the wedding to Uprise in the middle of the pit, just absolute insanity. That would be amazing.
Wedding dress.
The first mosh.
And now you may mosh.
I can actually officiate the wedding on stage.
Oh man,
That is
I don't know,
amazing.
this hard.
we're just gonna change the whole pitch of this show right now. We're just gonna change the whole mood, everything of this whole scenario. All right, where's the bride and the groom? Okay, come here, come on over.
That would
Dude,
be
yes. Your
absolutely
wedding
killer.
bells. We could use
It's
Black
gotta be
Knight's.
in the it's gotta be in the
Doesn't Black Knight have a
humor.
bell in it?
Yeah, Black Knight has those bells in it. We could use the bells from Black Knight. Oh, that
Wow.
would be killer.
So
That's it.
Antonio-
10 out of 10.
I know my plan. Whenever I get married, Saved by Skarlet is playing at my wedding.
Totally.
No, see, we're gonna play you out. We're gonna look at you like, yeah, you with glasses. Come here. Get on up here.
I used to be a wedding band drummer, so like I can do all of it.
Oh yeah. So we got
play-
Galen,
we'll
who's
play
already.
Conquerors, Black Knight, and Taylor Swift.
So here's the thing, right? The Taylor Swift part is a no-go because both me and my girlfriend
Why?
are like,
What's the matter? What's wrong with
No.
Taylor Swift?
we're not basic white women. That's what's the matter.
First
Ah.
Friday.
So basic.
So it's good to
She's a
know that
sellout. I mean,
the
well,
whole
let's just say it
band-
like it is.
it's good to know that the entire band is just as chaotic as Matt and Nate were when I interviewed them the first time.
Come to a
Adding in
practice sometime.
Everybody,
Come to a
it's
practice.
absolutely. You know, if I didn't live in Pennsylvania, I might take you up on that.
It gets crazy. The practices get crazy. We're just ball busting the whole time.
Dude,
Almost.
Like up to Alex's guitar, and I was like, yeah, make it louder. He's like ripping the solo, like.
He wasn't even soloing. I was soloing, so it made it even funnier.
Yes, that is
Just 2 weeks
amazing.
ago, we drop into Compass of Guiding Light for practice, and then I just pop into the disco beat. They're like,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
that
not
was funny.
the right thing.
No, it was
that
the
is-
one thing you guys were doing. We had the practice, and you guys did one song. It was before "Light It Up," and what was the song that you
Are
were
you gonna
doing?
be my girl? Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
We just busted that out of nowhere.
That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I am. That is
These are
amazing.
the casual moments with Saved by Scarlet, just so everyone understands.
We're
So,
professionals, but we're fun.
We're professional idiots. Don't worry.
see, professional
Well said,
idiots are
Alex.
the best kind. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. If you're just professional, you suck. If you're just an idiot, why are you here? Professional
That's the both
idiots
worlds,
are
baby.
fun to be around.
Yeah.
I am a professional idiot on Twitch. I just do
There we
stupid
go.
things
There
and
we
hope
go.
it sticks. Like,
This is going funnier than I planned. My cheeks hurt.
and let's
The way-
talk
Oh my
about
God.
what I've done on TikTok recently. The bulk of my content that I posted on TikTok of late hasn't had anything to do with my streams. It has just been me mixing my Dubby Energy, who sponsors me. I've been mixing their powdered energy with just random drinks.
Wow.
I mixed it with regular Monster, Monster White, Ginger Ale, Mountain Dew Livewire, Coca-Cola. I mixed it with Pepsi. I'm soon, hopefully, I can manage to swing this. I'm intending on mixing it with chocolate hazelnut Death Wish coffee.
Oh my.
Because
Wow.
why not? Let's give myself a heart attack.
He's gonna have a heart attack on Twitch and be like, "Look what this can do for you." Ah.
Yeah, I could picture
Yeah,
walking in and
It's
walking
working.
in.
It's working.
Walking in Antonio's shoes, he's probably like wakes up in the morning and is like, gee, I wonder how I'm gonna die today. Am I gonna die in a mosh pit or am I gonna die by a heart attack?
Every morning I wake
Trick
up.
question.
Every morning I wake up and I think, is today the day that I finally do something so stupid that God says, no, we can't let him continue walking this earth. He will be the cause of its end.
Come on, bro.
Alex, were you gonna say something?
Antonio, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself, man? How long have you been doing interviews with bands? Have you interviewed any other bands?
So I've interviewed you guys once before. You were my first one. This was that was like a year and a half ago now. And I've been trying to do interviews since then, and I've managed to get one other, and I'm trying to schedule with like 3 other groups at the same time at this point.
Nice.
So I've gotten one other, and that was with the vocalist of the band Native Blue, who has also given me permission to play their music on my stream. He's a hilarious gentleman, has a lot of fun. He on TikTok, he's the corn guy, and there's a reason for this. Korn was a big inspiration behind their band, and so he will just randomly corn scat over different instrumentals in a corn cob costume. That is his peak content on TikTok.
There was one guy, we went to a show. It was what was it? Indiana. It was the Indiana show that we did.
Oh,
Kingdom
yeah.
Come.
That was another
And then
one.
they had somebody. I can't think of the band to save my life. My memory is horrible. I'm a blonde. Give me a break. But
Hey, I can't give you a break because my girlfriend and one of my best friends that is also female are both blondes, and I don't cut them any slack. You don't get a break.
man, I can't think of the name of the band, but it was some dude that dressed up on stage. He was the vocalist, and he came out in a sumo costume. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
So there's. All right.
We got a baby cameo.
Yeah. So for everybody curious that is in the stream about the counter that keeps going up, there were bets made for those of you who didn't hear it as to how many times the word was going to be said by Alex. Matt said 50, Dallin said 35, and Nate said 20.
Huh? What I missed?
So you just missed everybody made bets.
Spoil a surprise.
Now, honestly, he didn't pay attention, so we're good.
We didn't even know we're talking about him.
Talking about me now.
There's
Hey.
another fucking.
No, we're not.
There's another
We're talking
4.
about the band.
We just got 4 more. Oh my gosh, I am loving this, guys. I just want to say that this has been absolutely amazing. Nate is showing
Scan
off
the QR
chips.
code now.
All right. So we've talked a bit about the general writing process now, instead of just the casual, only talked about Black Knight writing process last time. We've talked about pit songs. I want to hear some of the funnier moments from your guys' touring that you guys have done so far. You've played some live shows. I want to hear, in your guys' opinion, we'll start with Dallin since he seems to have something, some of the funnier moments from your guys' playing at shows. Because that's just absolutely amazing every time. Take it away, Dallin.
So this is going to come as no surprise to people, but we play with a metronome, right? When you play complex rhythms like we do, you need a metronome. It's kind of standard, right? So at Soulfest a month ago, we started Lie the Pharisees, it was going great, and then where'd my metronome go? And I was like, I got no metronome, guys. So we had
Oh my god, that was crazy, dude. I was blind.
Because I haven't practiced. Like, there's the parts where everything cuts out. Normally we have the click so we know when to come in, but I'd be like improvise something on the hi-hat and all this stuff. I'm like freaking panicking. But the funny thing is no one noticed. No. We noticed. No one else did. But I was dying after that song. I was like, give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute.
You killed it.
Honestly, if you played anything like you did at the video you put in the Discord for the Capulet Fest, if you played anything like that video, you definitely killed it.
Oh yeah.
I think
I have a funny moment.
Oh, Matt has a funny moment. Alex was starting to talk though, so I think we should let Alex say what he wanted to say before he forgets it.
Really? Alex? I don't know. Okay, take it away.
Dallin at 3. Dallin.
But
Alex, I love you.
But no, I think the craziest. So.
That's 2.
Oh boy, I'm getting timed now. So much pressure.
Oh no,
But
not getting timed.
You know what the doctor said about his heart.
But we ended up doing a show, and so I used to have this old pedal board, like this very old pedal setup and everything. So we swapped that out. I got a brand new one. I had like very little time to use it, and I think we figured it out later on. Throughout half that pedal board, they're like, so it's channeled. It has like different numbers and stuff like that on it, and then you can go from like solo to lead to like rhythm, anything like that. And you have to kind of be a little bit careful with it. Otherwise, it'll kind of like it'll like almost short circuit, but not quite.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So and there was also I was kind of messing up with that a little bit too. So it kind of started changing the sound of the song a little bit, but then we figured out later on it wasn't the pedal. What happened was while we were in the middle of tuning, my two bottom strings were not tuned right, and Matt's two top strings weren't tuned right. So it was messing up the whole sound. All the frequencies were off. Everything was just chaotic. And me and Matt were looking at each other. We just side at each other like, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going, man.
You can't stop when you're in the middle of a show. You got to keep going.
Dude,
Exactly.
on both of the guitars like that was literally like.
Well, I mean, we got through the set. We were breaking a sweat because my BC Rich, it's downstairs. I wish I could show you. It's hanging on by a thread right now. I am is hanging on by. There's a plastic piece. There's a plastic piece that's whole. It's of course my top string, and there's a plastic piece that is holding that sucker together.
Yep.
So Saved by Skarlet is well overdue for a new guitar.
Fair enough. I want to
Sure.
say really fast before we continue on with these answers that Mary in chat made a point of saying it's okay. I love you, Alex. No worries. LOL. Earlier, when we were all bullying Alex.
I mean, it's okay. I can't really say I'm the newbie anymore. Normally, it's the newbie that gets bullied.
Nope, just a short one.
Oh, great.
Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Viking?
Dude, I'm 6'3". What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I
I
know.
know, Dallin, you're like a skyscraper, dude.
Dallin is still shorter than me, so it's
Dallin's a
fine.
Viking too, so.
Yeah, right. Dallin had his daughter fill out the application for SBS.
Bro, you don't understand. Dallin is still shorter than I am, so it's fine.
Wow.
It's not often that I look up to people.
That's all
but it
you.
happens.
I'm 6'5.5".
That's freakishly tall.
I'm 5'5".
Crazy.
I'm
Antonio.
over a foot taller than they're just. Oh my God.
Tony, please turn on the light in your room because
I'm about to. Don't worry. I
thought he
got
was
a real
like
quick.
planning the next shooting or something. I'm like, I'm getting nervous. What's happening in there?
One moment. Let me go hit the light.
Hey,
Okay, so this guy, he is so cringe, dude. Like I don't even know. It's like, what is wrong with this guy? Him and his face.
Yeah, I know. The interview was so boring. Oh,
Dude, I love this guy, dude. The celery, he is the bomb, y'all. This guy, he's cool.
So they're over here trying to hype me up while I walked away to go turn on the light, and I grabbed myself a sun-kissed orange soda. I guess. I
all it took.
appreciate being hyped up.
That's all it took, man.
that was Katy Perry, man, when she said, "Sun is soda so hot it'll melt your popsicle."
Oh my gosh, dude. Did everyone already share their funny moment on stage? Because I have a good one.
You haven't
got-
yet, and neither has Nate.
Okay.
So I would say mine would be at Soulfest. It was going absolutely fantastic, dude. So much fun. Got to run around, headbang, jump. Was going over to bring the we had like this tray thing of balloons, and I was going to bring balloons to the fans because we wanted to like throw them out over in the behind the swamp area. So I jumped down the side of the stage to go down on the grass to get up close to the fans at the gate. And so I'm like high-fiving and fist bumping them. And I like tripped for a second because one of my shoelaces came undone. And the thing of balloons literally flew the balloons in front of me at the fans. So I was literally just like, ugh.
Take them.
The enemy of all musicians, shoelaces.
Yep, and the
Shoelaces,
container was
yeah.
flying too, and the fans up front saw it and were laughing. But dude, they loved it, man. They were bopping around the balloons and everything. It was. But that was a funny moment. Another funny moment was one of the guitars was falling, and I saw it from literally across the stage, and I beelined it, swung my hand out, caught the neck of the guitar as it was falling, stuck it back up, and went right into my vocal part without like seamlessly. It was hilarious. I was dying laughing.
That also takes some skill. All right,
Was
Matt,
this
you said you have
was
a
this
good
to light
one.
it up? Was this during Light It Up?
I don't remember what song. It was just funny.
So Matt, you said you have a good one. This has to top the
I do.
metronome thing from Dallin, or it's
Yeah.
not a good one.
It might.
It's going to be tough, but I think you can do it.
It
Let's
might.
hear it. Let's hear it.
All right. So, does everyone here know what a China symbol is?
No, sorry.
I
Explain
do.
it to me.
So, Antonio, you know what a China symbol is?
Yes, I've been around music long enough.
Nice. All right. So, I guess you could call me a Chinaman because every show we seem to do, as soon as Dallin's China starts falling, he's like in the middle of playing da 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 da, Matt my symbol, da 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 da, Matt my symbol. Like trying to get me to like help put it back up. So, dude, I literally have done that like how many times down? Like at least a few.
Especially at Soulfest. It happened twice at Soulfest in the same song.
Dude,
I'm like, we need to put this sucker down. Like
it's so funny. Also, I'm using
Constantly.
Princess Glow Sticks to represent. It's interpretive dancing.
There you go. All right, so I do have to say, I think the metronome story was top.
Yeah, buddy.
So that was a good one.
I told you I was the coolest, Matt. You didn't believe me, but now you'll believe me.
Now I do.
Yeah.
It's like nobody can top me. I am above all.
I mean, I'm still the one holding the glow sticks, guys. So you keep running your mouths.
He's
But
doing interpretive dance, guys. He's already better than all of you. I said what I said.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you flexed them muscles, boy. Oh yeah. There we go.
I'm
Got
gonna
it.
throw them out into the crowd, like
The absolute amazing energy you guys have. Hello, literal Buzzkill. I'm assuming I know who Buzzkill is. I'm assuming he's the one that was supposed to share the link.
That is actually my brother's wife.
Oh,
Yup. About time she showed up.
she finally showed up. Took you long enough, Sarah.
That's hysterical. I'm assuming.
Hey,
I'm assuming.
I am in the car.
You're doing a light. You're kind of dark. Can you turn on a light or something? The one behind you, maybe.
Nate, you need to turn on a light before we think you're planning a shooting, sir. Since y'all pulled that on me.
I mean, he did write the chorus to Conquerors, and it says "Pick up your guns." So, no, I'm just kidding. That song's more symbolic.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, we do know Conquerors is symbolic. Conquerors was a really fun song too. One of the
There's
first
a lot
songs
of
I
war
ever.
in the Bible.
The first song I ever heard from you guys though was Syndrome.
That's
nice.
a good one. That's actually probably my favorite one to play on drums because it's so all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I also do vocals in that too. So it's very fun. That one's. I think that's one of that. That's definitely a crowd favorite. That's been a crowd favorite forever.
That's a
And
fun.
every time we've seen that, I've seen people go nuts in the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, that's a nice part of that song. Really
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
We had a circle pit for one of those.
Julio wants to do a row pit at Uprise, dude, for Compass.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss a row pit?
He's
How
a
dare.
solid row.
no, Antonio, you're not gonna miss it because you're gonna be there with the bride and the groom and going, row, row.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to put down my guitar and join that row pit.
Alex, we should. We'll just have no guitars.
Just have no. You know what'll make the row pit absolutely peak? If Dallin jumps into the row pit, just walks away from the pit and jumps into the row pit with us.
That'd be sick.
That would be
You can take over drums, right?
Oh, speaking of which, Compass of Guiding Light. We didn't really talk too much about this, but Antonio, Alex actually wrote most of the guitar parts to that song, minus the bridge. It's mostly Alex, actually.
Well, that was my favorite song off the EP, and probably is my current favorite song that Saved by Skarlet has released.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of my influences came from you can hear it. A lot of my influences came from Kill Switch Engaged,
Yeah, you can hear the
In
kill switch.
Flames, a lot of different thing. All That Remains.
I could hear the kill. I could hear the kill switch and the All That Remains. I could hear those two.
That's cool.
Clear as day. I didn't quite catch the In Flames though.
There's little bits and parts where I try because I'm like a 2000s metalcore kid to my roots.
Yeah.
So, a lot of that I tried to, and I also I like a lot of Randy Rhoads. I like a lot of Eddie Van Halen. I love Zakk Wylde.
Oh, Zakk Wylde is so fun to listen to his guitar.
Dimebag Darrell.
Yes, thank you. So many
that's a lot of what I grew up with.
Oh, absolutely. No, I grew up listening to OG Asking Alexandria, Kill Switch, All That Remains. Like back when Asking Alexandria was nasty, that was all I listened to.
Well, Danny has gone through. Danny's gone through a lot of life changes, a lot of different things that kind of shaped the music that he does today. Personally, I'm not really a fan of the music that he does today.
Yeah,
but back then he was a force to be reckoned with.
His vocal range on the growls to the screams, dude.
Yeah.
And the way they would layer his highs and lows together when he did those was beautiful. And we cannot forget the brief time Dennis was in the band. That one album they released was recapturing some of that OG energy when Danny was still back in Stand Up and Scream. It captured a little bit of that energy.
I liked the sound. I just wasn't really a big fan of Dennis.
Dennis's cleans weren't great. I will say Dennis's cleans were not great. He had good screams. His screams were gnarly.
Dude, Dennis had some awesome cleans though in I Won't Give In.
Yeah.
Dude, that's some
and they also they also used Ben Bruce's vocals in some of the songs. Ben Bruce, I miss that man. That man quit Asking Alexandria, but I miss that man. His vocals were a godsend.
Yeah, when did he leave? He ended up departing from the band.
He left the band after the self-titled album.
What did they ask at Alexandria?
What the name of the band should be?
Yeah, actually, that's actually kind of funny. Dallin says what the name of the band should be. That's brilliant. Dude.
Yeah. No,
I like that.
Let's try Asking Alexandria, my cousin.
Hey guys, I hate to peace out early. Unfortunately, I am gonna have to get going. My kiddo has an early bedtime today because he did not take his second nap. But it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to get to talk to you and interview you again. Maybe this time we won't go a year and a half without saying a single word to each other.
Yeah, we should definitely talk more, man. I would love that.
For sure.
I also, is it okay if I just say a quick something about what some of the things I've seen God do through the band?
Absolutely.
Cool, man. Just because I do have to run, but I did just want to say that for whoever's listening, God has revealed Himself in through the music in such powerful, tangible ways. It's in ways that it's undeniable. That He is moving and that He is here for you and that He loves you and we love you. Every single fan, every single listener who's out there. We appreciate you guys, and we're so blessed to be able to be used by God. But I do want to make a point of saying, and we've said this at a couple other interviews, that we have a platform and we're using it for God, but I want you guys to also know that you have a platform that God has given you. It may not be on top of a stage, it may be just at the dinner table with your family, being a witness, showing love and kindness to someone who maybe isn't used to that, or maybe at your school, at your job. Like, there are so many different platforms that we can carry a message of hope, of Christ. And so I just want to let all listeners know that Saved by Skarlet, yes, as heavy and fun and energetic as we are, and we love the pits, hurt your friends, come on down. But as much
Hurt
as
your
we,
friends for God.
yeah, that's right, dude.
Hurt your friends for Jesus.
Knock some sense in them. No, but as much as we like the music, we love God more. And that's what makes Saved by Skarlet different. Because if you're looking for just some great music, you can go anywhere and find great music. But to find great music that has something more than just listening to audio, we're trying to give listeners an experience, an encounter with God. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and also keep in mind that these songs, most of them are written with a foundation of good morals, some principles from the Bible. It's not always talking about God, but a lot of this stuff are godly values. And so I just think it's important for people to know, when listening to an interview with Saved by Skarlet, because a lot of times we get asked, what makes you different? What I just described, is what makes us different.
Well said.
Absolutely. Yep. Well said. Thank
Amen.
you again, Matt. You go ahead, get your kiddo to bed. Do what you got to do, man. It was awesome to talk to you again. Before anybody else says anything, please, guys, listen to Saved by Skarlet. I am going to be editing on a clip of one of their songs at the end of this video before I upload it. Just so you guys are all aware, there is going to be one of their songs playing at the end for a little bit. I'm not sure which one I'm going with yet. We've talked a lot about Compass, so it'll probably be Compass.
You should do Compass, bro, honestly.
The pit song, of
Nice.
course.
It's a good one.
Of course.
I would if I were you.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Compass, so it's very likely going to be Compass.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I love you guys. Have a great night, and everyone watching on Discord or wherever you are, have fun gaming. And by the way, all of us in this group all game as well. Just putting that out there.
I'm still waiting for Nate to get back onto Final Fantasy 14 so I can show him what a high-level Reaper do.
We need another gaming night.
Rats,
We
man.
definitely need another
Bye,
gaming
everybody.
night.
All right, buddy. It's good seeing you, Matt. I'm actually driving, so Antonio, I am actually gonna have to go to. I'm gonna go see my wife.
You're all
that
good,
little
man.
buzzkill and my guinea piggies. We just got some guinea pigs.
Yes,
But,
you have posted several times recently about them, and they
He
honestly
loves those things.
the cinnamon with its head just shoved full on into the little plastic cup was amazing.
Yeah, that was cute. That was cute, man. But
that being
this
said,
has been a blessing, man.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
always love talking to you, Antonio. I appreciate you being active in our Discord. And for anybody watching this, if you're not in our Discord, let us know. We'll gladly send you the link so you can join. And definitely check us out. We're on all media. There's nowhere you cannot find our music. So feel free to come check it out and then come see a fun show.
They are fun.
Yes,
love you guys. Appreciate all of you guys. I'm sorry that I was at work, but I really appreciate this opportunity, Antonio.
Absolutely.
And,
I appreciate the opportunity to talk with y'all and get to interview you guys. So.
Absolutely. All right. You take care.
You as well. Have a good one. All right. And then there were two.
Well, they're soon about to be
Yes.
one because I got the same predicament where I got kids. They're going to bed in about 10 minutes. We got school in the morning. It's the
I
life of a dad.
understand.
Am I right?
I
So that's my
understand.
cue.
I have my niece and nephews that live here with us. I help take care of them when I can. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do a whole lot with them anymore because their dad doesn't like me because I have mental illness. Woo! But it
Then
is
again,
what it
who on
is.
this earth doesn't have mental illness?
Mine is just
Yeah.
diagnosed, and
I just have a piece of paper for mine.
yeah, I have a piece of paper that says I
I have
am
a piece of
mentally
paper
ill.
that says it right here.
Yeah, basically. But no, that's like his whole issue with me is that I'm diagnosed mentally ill, which is great. But
What it is. So I'm going to
honestly,
peace out as well. But it's
awesome
been
to get
great.
to chat with you. Have a good
Oh,
one,
later,
Talon.
bud.
I love chatting with you guys. It's great. I'm
See
sure
you
I'll see
later,
you.
guys.
I need to actually catch one of your streams. You usually stream when I'm asleep because I'm a night owl, so I fall asleep at 3 a.m. And you're usually streaming while I'm asleep.
No, I go live at you live like in the same
Well, it's like
time zone
10
as me.
it's like 10 in the morning. I've seen you at 10 and 11 and 12 in the morning. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
that's when I'm asleep. That's the end of my night.
Yeah, some days, yes. Some days, like on
There are some days where it's
Mondays.
been like a 3 or 4 o'clock.
Mondays, I go live at like 6 p.m. like consistently around 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Monday evenings. But then, Fridays, I have to get a stream in before my meeting hits.
Right.
And because I go to AA meetings like 4 times a week, I don't get free time.
Gotta take care of yourself, man.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Cool. Well, I will catch you guys around. It's been a pleasure.
sounds good. Yep, you have a
I
good
will
one,
see
man.
you at Uprise. And then there was one.
Yeah, and then there was one. And with that being said, I
Wait a
have
minute.
not ever actually talked to you before.
Oh boy. Oh
Before
boy. He's
today,
chopping
I
it.
have
Help.
never
Help.
spoken to you.
Okay, I can already hear the comments. Blink once, blink twice if you're in trouble. Blink twice if you need help.
So honestly, I'd like to hear a bit about your background in music.
Oh man. My background in music, like I had a father who grew up, played music. He was in 3 different bands growing up, and he was from North Carolina.
Okay.
So he one minute, 1 minute.
Well, I have this brief moment to talk to you guys as he had to step away for a sec. Buzzkill, you said that Cinnamon is mean?
I'm alive, I promise. My sister was about to come up, and I was like, wait, hold up, slightly busy.
Oh, wait, they were in ads. I forgot they were in ads. Whoops. They didn't even hear anything I just said. I had said that, I basically just said about Buzzkill saying that Cinnamon is mean.
Cinnamon is mean.
Keeps stealing
Why?
food from Nominee's mouth. That is rude. Also, I love that you named the other one Nominee. I love that the other one is named Nominee because that is like my second favorite character from Kingdom Hearts after Roxas.
So I mean, as far as your question with music, I started playing guitar at 9 years old. I still can't read. I can't read music. Everything I do is by ear. I'm 30 years old. I started playing when I was 9, and excuse me, I was self-taught. I got into bands like Avenged Sevenfold, a lot of Slipknot, the older stuff.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And I just started, listening to it nonstop, and I would like as far as vocals, I play and not a lot of drums, just a little bit. I play bass. I dabble in keyboard. I'm mainly a guitarist. I also do vocals. So I pretty much do almost everything. And I mean, music's been a big part of my life since I was very young. And I've always been a metalhead. I mean,
Metal is just the way to go.
I listen to other things too. I grew up on Jackson Brown, Tom Petty, um at the time Nickelback.
Yeah.
No, I call him Nickel Crack.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Like I hate that they get so much hate just because it's trendy. Because some of their stuff is actually good.
I don't like okay, I can't say I don't like Nickelback. I don't
It's
like Chad.
Chad is the problem.
Chad is definitely a problem. Not only that, the fact that Chad ended up going at Corey,
Hmm.
and the fact that the band plus Chad had to apologize on Chad's behalf. So that was a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind
And
of ridiculous.
so I mean, as far as music, like I started guitar at 9, but I've been like singing almost my whole life. Um, got into bass. I want to say 14 when I was 14, and then started drums probably about 6 years ago.
Okay.
Uh, and I've just kind of been going from the little keyboard I started probably about like 3 years ago. And I've just been kind of plugging on from there. I mean, I'm also in another band as well. I've probably been in about, yeah, only 3 bands. And my other band, Fall of Atlantis. So this is my so I'm only in 2 right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Fall of Atlantis, like I've been plugging along with them too. That's more like a 2000s metalcore band. This one's Saved by Skarlet is a Christian hard rock band with metalcore influences.
Yes.
But like Fall of Atlantis is like straight up metalcore.
Yeah. Like when metalcore was good metalcore.
Yes. You know, and everyone wasn't really a cookie cutout.
Mhm. It's
Um,
unfortunate.
well, the problem is, I don't want to say all bands, but there are some bands where, they almost sound like the first band or the third band, or it just blends together almost. Almost every song sounds the same.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
And it just after a while you need to come up with something that makes it different. For like
Absolutely.
I mean, you can hear the difference between our Out of Darkness album and our Creation and Crisis EP.
Yeah.
Like you can tell like the difference between the songs, the flows, how everything just sounds a little bit different.
Yeah.
I think the only exception, and I've busted Nate's balls about this too,
Hmm. Hmm.
is Lie of the Pharisees and what's the other
Was it the other single that came out?
one? Yeah, it was
It was
Lie of the
Lie of the
Pharisees.
Pharisees and Black Knight were the 2 singles that were released before the EP
And
dropped.
there's one that sounds, I can't think of it right now. Why am I drawing a blank on my own song? Yikes.
Um,
Uh
there was
what is it?
let me think. The EP had also Creation and Crisis, Compass of Guiding Light, and was it? I can't remember what the other one on the EP was because there was like one other
Yeah, I know,
song.
that story of my life.
I
Um
feel terrible.
You feel terrible. I'm in the band and I can't even think of it.
The crazy thing is, right, though, if you were to put me down and ask me to, like, list off
I have
Citizen
to cheat.
Soldier
I have to
songs,
cheat.
you're
I'm gonna go
fine.
on YouTube real quick. I have to cheat this.
You're
I already
fine.
know
I
Sarah.
get
I
it.
already know Sarah's listening to this right now, and she's laughing hysterically.
Oh, she has to be.
Okay, wait. Hold up, I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Saved by Skarlet. Come on, man. Okay, can we just like cut this part out?
It's fine. It's fine. Do you know why it's fine? Because I can cheat too. Let's see, there we go. Scrolling through my playlist that has literally everything. The other one on the EP was
Oh wait, no, it
Foundation.
is Creation Christ. It is
Yeah. Yeah.
it is
That's what I
Creation
think.
Christ because you have
Yeah.
that ba 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 ba.
Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you're
But
talking
it sounds a lot like it sounds very similar to Lie of the Pharisees.
about. By the way, Sarah did say she is indeed laughing at you.
Oh yeah, that's Sarah for you.
I mean, from the interactions I've had with Sarah, she seems like she has a lot of fun and just does not care about much of anything.
No, she is definitely she's hysterical at some point. She had this whole entire interview. I think it was with Mike and our friend Mike, and they started doing, I think it was Q&As or something like that. She's gonna have to like correct me on this. They did like a whole entire it was just videos, Q&As and stuff like that. I think she's gonna correct me in like 2 seconds, but
All
they
she
were
said so far since she said she's laughing at you is that I am an enigma.
yep.
That's fair. Hello, sheep. Thank you for popping in.
Sheep.
Yeah,
Sheeple.
his nickname well, he streams in two different places under two different names. So let me real fast before I totally potato out. There we go.
Trust me, I feel that, man. Literally, that's the reason why the guys bust my balls half the time. They're like, okay, wait a minute, he's spacing again. Come on, here, come back here. And I like drool hanging out my mouth like.
I had to type it out real fast. I had to type something in real fast before I lost track of why I was holding up four fingers. That was fun.
Okay, me and you are gonna get along just fine. That's great.
Oh yeah, no. I absolutely have so many potato moments. It's fun. But he streams on two different places. On YouTube, he's Battle Sheep, Baattle Sheep.
I like that. That actually, wow. I like that a lot.
And then on Twitch, he's Hello Weary Travelers. And then he also has an account that shows up in other streams sometimes called Pine Twiggy 33. Just because he needs accounts, I guess.
I like the randomness. I like the sheer out of pocket randomness.
Honestly, that is the best way to describe him. He's ADHD,
and he
fires on full ADHD cylinders all the time.
Okay, so this is what I'm
the
about to do.
embodiment of ADHD.
I'm about to get a band name. If I ever start like another project, because I'm always doing music.
Oh, of course.
If I ever start another project, I need that like ADHD level psychosis.
You don't understand. I'm supposed to get people together to make a band that releases one album of just absolute mayhem of songs, and the name of the band is Candy Cane Shanks. Candy Cane Shanks. And the first song that we have to release is titled Minty Murder. You don't understand. The absolute chaos.
See, now I kind of want to write. Don't give me these kind of ideas.
Bro, if you can make a guitar line for me, I will credit you, because all I got is mids and lows.
I'll do a vocal line. I'll do a guitar line.
All I got is mids and
line.
lows. I got mids and lows, and that is all I've got.
I'll do a whole thing with this. I'll do a whole oh man, you can't give me this kind of freedom.
All right. You have this kind of freedom. You give me an instrumental, I will give you mids and lows.
Oh man, you're giving me freedom. This is a problem.
This is a problem, but I'm giving you freedom. Oh my gosh. Sheep he's like, if you want to come to Texas and start a project, I've got a fantastic band's name.
It's okay. I'll start up my imaginary car right now.
Sheep, are you talking about Quixotica, or are you about to start another band as well?
This is gonna be great.
This is the people I run with. ADHD out the wazoo.
Oh,
It's fun.
you should see the people I hang around. Fall of Atlantis is where we're on a whole different breed. We are just twisted.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I have a lot of fun. You know, my humor is primarily, it manifests in one of two ways typically. Either I am insulting you without malicious intent.
Yep.
Or I am making dead baby jokes because I have a problem. Sarah, rule number 1, never give Alex freedom. Well, I've already broken rule number 1. Oh, Wonton Destruction. I forgot you talked about starting a band named Wonton Destruction.
Oh, so now you've broken rule number 1. So what about 1 through 10? How are you gonna solve it?
Helsing Ultimate Abridged, baby!
That's my boy. So how are you going to deal with steps 1 through 10?
So you that was step 1. How about 2 through 10? I'm sorry, what? The absolute amazingness that is. Oh my god, we're gonna get along great.
Oh yeah, if you look deep within your heart, which is currently over that tree. Oh man, okay. Yep, I already got you on Facebook. You definitely need to know something, man. Man, the stuff that
sure. Oh my god.
Well, my old band, Chain of Consequence, Mike was a little twisted in the head.
Hello, ladies.
Oh hi, how's it going?
How's it going, Nate?
What's up?
It's going well. I just came to see what the count's at.
The count is currently at 70.
70? Woohoo! We're getting popular. Oh yeah.
That's not the viewer count. I hide my viewers and never pay attention to it. That is a completely different count.
How could you?
That is a completely different count that we were just talking about.
So wait, what's the count? I'm not even.
So the count is how many times you say or That's now 71. The idea was brought forth by Matt, because he's like, I want this counter to be there. I also want to. They also all took bets, and you have surpassed the highest bet that was listed, which was Matt's at 50.
Okay. You want to play that way? I'll get him. Wait until we have a recording studio again. I'll get him.
Oh no. The first time I told you this, you did not pay any attention, which is hilarious.
There was one time when we were in the recording studio. You're gonna laugh at this. This is hysterical.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
So we had a camper, this little pop-up camper that we had.
Yeah.
And so that's where we were spending the night. And then it was me, Matt, and Dallin the first time in the studio. And we go in. It's early in the morning. Mm-hmm. And Matt is outside the camper. Me and Dallin are still both knocked out. He starts pulling up bear noises on his phone and shaking the camper. So I'm literally looking out the window like, really? Do you have any idea what time it is? So I get him back. So the next time we had the recording studio, during Creation and Crisis, Matt, I'm up early. I go out for my morning cigarette, have a coffee.
That's way to start your day, coffee and nicotine.
Yes. No. What am I saying? Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
It's an 18+ community. Everyone here is at least 18 years old. You're fine. Don't do drugs that aren't legal. Stay
Yeah,
legal,
yes,
folks.
yes, yes. There we go. There we go. So, um, so Matt's asleep, and I creep into the trailer, the pop-up camper, and I slowly crawl into bed with him. I wrap my arm around him, and I go, "So, was it as good for you as it was for me?" And he literally, his whole body just jumped, skyrocketed. I've never seen Matt, as far as I've heard, Matt is very hard to scare. That boy jumped 6 feet off the bed into the air.
Yes, that's great. So Sheep, this band is actually named Saved by Skarlet. Creation and
With a K.
Crisis. Yeah,
It's
Skarlet is
Saved by
spelled with a K, not a
because we
C.
thought we were edgy, and apparently we don't know how to spell.
But the name of their most recent EP is Creation and Crisis.
But we also have a song called Creation and Crisis because, why not?
Of course. However, I do want to say something Sheep said to you. He's like, imagine affording a recording studio. I def want to be in this guy's band now.
Well, we're looking for a bassist. I mean, somebody that's one, reliable.
So,
Two,
Sheep, do you have bass skills? I know you play guitar and
he's like,
sing. Do you
can
play the
you slap?
bass?
Can you pull a Davy 555 and slap the bass?
Can you give it the holy slap?
The holy.
He just said, "Where am I moving?"
Oh man. Well, we're based out in Rhode Island. I've only been in the band for 4 years, and I love them. These guys drive me nuts, but I love them to death. I wouldn't see it any other way.
So
We drive
said
each other nuts. We drive each other nuts.
he said he's playing with a pick. Do not judge him.
You're playing with a pick. That's a sin.
I tried to teach myself the bass guitar and was in the process of trying to. Well, actually, I just realized I couldn't do it. When I interviewed Matt and Nate, when it was just them, and I only finger bass. I would not play with a pick. I hate the feeling of holding a pick.
I feel that.
It's so uncomfortable. Ugh.
Like, I mean, I can't even say much because, I mean, I usually try and use my fingers, but then I also use a pick as well. I usually try and, well, what I want to learn how to do, for guitar at least, I want to learn how to finger pick because Sinister Gates from Avenged Sevenfold,
Yes.
when he does Buried Alive, he's using his pick, but he's using his fingers as well. He's literally doing, well, I want to learn how to do that. Like,
that would be absolutely amazing. Yes,
and then we can
Rebel,
do
it is always my fault. Thank you for reminding chat that it is always my fault.
It is very much your fault.
Rebel's my girlfriend. Everything's my fault.
I don't remember what you did. I don't remember what you did, but it's your fault.
It's always my fault. I'm used to it at this point. I get blamed for everything. Rebel, wrong spelling. Think of spelling like the fish bass.
I can't really say much. My spelling, I spell. Half of my friends want to throw a dictionary at the back of my head, hoping to knock in some spelling and grammar, because I spell like a first grader off their meds.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, I spell well, but that's because English is something I almost tried to do professionally in a way. I tried to become a writer at one point. I like
it's okay.
It's a hobby of mine.
It's okay. I don't English professionally.
I technically have to in a way because this is my day job essentially is streams.
Oh.
So I a word professionally.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, I'm hoping to eventually start doing this like really professionally. I mean, well, now I have well, what I want to do is eventually, I'm still going to be in Fall of Atlantis. I'm still going to be in Saved by Scarlet. Uh, and then I eventually want to build my own studio at my house and then start releasing stuff,
Oh, that would be a lot of fun.
just
I wanted
on
to make a home studio at one point, and I wanted to go into like production. My biggest
Yes.
issue I had with production wise is all of my production stuff that I've tried to do, you could tell was done with a computer because I don't have instrumental skills. I have vocals. That is all I have.
Now I'm curious. Okay. After this interview, or like whenever you can, I want to hear what you got vocally. Like how you lows or highs.
I have lows and mids. I do not have
I-
highs, and I do not have cleans.
Well, with mids, with if you're mids, so what I've learned, if your mids are like really on point, then it's just mouth shape from there. Because a high is just a mid, but with a different mouth shape and tongue placement.
The mids are my okay point. The lows are where I'm strongest.
Oh wait, is that Sarah?
Nope.
Nice, yeah.
These are my piggies. My
There's
piggies
Cinnamon.
have the interview.
There's Sarah in
Well,
the background.
I don't know how much of you can see of me, but
I can
I
see
can still
enough.
see you.
oh, you
see
can
your
see all
face.
that?
I can see the face.
Oh no!
I can see you dancing, having a ball.
Don't look at my collection. Don't look at that.
Is that a bunch of manga?
Don't look at it.
Hang on. What manga?
Mom,
Oh boy.
that's B movie.
Oh, I thought those were manga.
No, buddy, you don't understand. All of that is B movie. All of that.
And then
That
there's
is-
2 boxes here full of B movie still, and then I have stuff that's just B movie.
Yep.
So I even have.
Unhealthy obsession with B movie. I understand.
Tell me she doesn't. Tell me you have a problem without telling me you have a problem.
Hey, my birthday's coming up. If anybody wants to get me a B movie,
What shit? She'd take it too. She would take it too.
Every
language.
I have it in Japanese. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. It's in Japanese.
So that's why her name is literal Buzzkill, because her last name is Buzzgideon. Well,
was.
was.
Now it's technically Middleton.
Yes, but that was.
So I get to keep my cool last name, and I get a second one.
Yes, there you go.
I'm
Just breaking it down.
Did
Let's
you
go.
just Fortnite dance?
Yes, she did.
I'll see and hear you.
I'm not judging you for the Fortnite dance.
But this is the
I
only
No, judge harshly. Judge harshly.
way out of here.
I only judge harshly in one area, and that is,
What?
do they enjoy Taylor Swift? If they enjoy Taylor Swift, they get the harshest judgment possible.
Oh, my girl's gonna kill me for this one. She loves Taylor Swift. Me and Dallin were in the car. And Dallin was driving me back home. And my girl's in the back seat, and she put I Prevail's version of
Yes, the superior version
so
of Blank
we started
Space.
playing that. Yes, Blank Space, and she's in the car, she's jamming out the first part. Like, I know this is great, and then it drops the beat, and her whole mouth just. She's like, "What did you do to my Taylor Swift?" She's gonna kill me for saying that one.
By the way, Nate, since you're so curious, the counter is now at 78.
That's amazing.
So leave out since you're so curious. I didn't-
You all suck. Okay, so now. Oh, hi. No. You get back here. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yes, you're gonna see. Oh, what are you doing down there, buddy?
How you doing, good looking?
Yeah, I'll prize.
How you doing, good looking? Haven't seen you in a while.
The camera's not on here. Oh, there it is. It's lagged.
This is
Flag.
absolutely beautiful. I love the chaos. I am here for it.
Yep. I just got home from work, so I'm gonna go, guys. But it was great talking to you.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
absolutely. Have a good one.
Mike's just here to fix the broken pipes. Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, bye. And there they go. So now all the chaos has happened, guys. We've had a good time. My girlfriend now wants a guinea pig.
I feel that. I'm actually gonna have to hop off.
No. Oprah's back. And listen, this may be your episode, but this is my show.
Right. So, that being said, thank you again to everybody from Saved by Skarlet for popping in. Awesome.
He's gonna pop back in and have the last word.
No, he's not, because I'm about to end. The final counter is.
I knew it.
Oh, and
78.
one more thing. Yeah, one more thing.
Oh my goodness.
I'm about to end. One more thing. Leaves. Yes. All right, guys. Stay awesome. Thank you again to Saved by Skarlet. Here in a second, after the recording stops, I'm going to be adding in some Compass track in the video. Have fun, guys. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Hope you guys had an awesome time meeting Saved by Skarlet, and we'll see you all very soon.
Peer through the glass, not much time left to keep this